Welcome back to Getting Work. It's your boy Jared. I'm hanging out here with my boy Ian. How in the hell is it going, my man, on this Friday night?
Oh man, doing well. Thank goodness it's Friday. Got Elimination Chamber coming up.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to have a pay-per-view at a normal time.
Oh no, that 2 p.m. on a Saturday was kind of interesting, man. It wasn't so bad.
2 p.m. for you. That was noon for me.
It mess up 2 meals, both lunch and dinner. That's yeah.
Man, look. So like, this is why like one of my favorite rappers here for a while, but he's been really blowing up here recently. Is this dude named? He goes by Prof. He's out of Minnesota. White dude. If you looked at him, like, if you just saw him in the street, you would never like clock him as a rapper. One of my favorite songs from him basically says, when people tell me I'll regret it in the morning, I'll sleep till noon. Like, that speaks to me.
You know, it speaks to me. That's for sure.
And so then it's like, oh, wait a minute. I got a stream going. I got to get ready for it. I got to make sure it's working. So basically, I'm like, like, if I really want to risk it, I could get things going maybe about 11:30. But really,
you know how that's not.
You got to start at like an hour before that. So,
I know for sure.
Yeah, that was the first stream I had where I was drinking coffee during it.
And it was really coffee. Actual
really
coffee. No, no Irish, no
like
Irish
in the
coffee,
mug and everything,
like
straight out the kettle, man.
See, I would say I feel bad for you, but then again, we usually do our streams at this time of night, which for you is a normal time of the evening. For me, it's almost midnight.
Much later.
I mean,
that is true. That is true. It does give us the opportunity to mix it up a little bit.
Absolutely,
but we've got Elimination Chamber tomorrow, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, I mean, this is that carryover. It's all just basically setting the stage for WrestleMania, right? And so we had the Rumble. We know that we've got certain things set up with that. But now, because what is it now? I'm blanking. We've got CM Punk versus
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor for the Elimination Chamber, right?
Oh, for the chamber itself.
Right.
No, for the chamber itself is Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Devon Evans, Trick Williams, and his Lemon Pepper Steppers, and Yeet Man Jey Uso. Maybe. Yeah,
this is gonna be,
because Jay's technically not in it now, right?
Yeah, he was attacked and out. They had the match between Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul tonight. Right.
Yes.
And as Ian and I were getting ready for the stream, looking at all like the updates online and everything, and then trying to figure out who won that thing. And then finally figured out, so it's Logan Paul, and I'm not so happy about it. One, because Logan Paul.
Jared was so excited, and he's hiding his excitement right now. He is so excited about Logan Paul being in this match that he gets the call tomorrow.
I get why they did it, but one, Jacob Fatu, I've been a fan of Jacob Fatu for a long time, way before he showed up in the WWE, and I'm like all about that guy. So anytime he can be up in the mix, that's preferable to me. But also, Logan Paul can suck my whole ass. Just
now, to be fair, good things may be awaiting one Mr. Who we just talked about? Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, so the good things might be waiting for him. I could see him maybe could he get into the world title mix for WrestleMania? make it a 3-way.
Oh, see, now that would be
Him, Cody, and Drew.
well, and storyline wise, it makes sense because you got kind of that friction between him and Cody. You got some of the stuff going on between McIntyre, just completely just getting involved in stuff that he shouldn't get to. Not necessarily,
but I could see him. Otherwise, okay, we'll get to all of that. Let's stay on task here.
So
go ahead.
I was going to say, so we got that. Next, we got the women's chamber too. So it's Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley. Love to talk about her. Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, she's kind of like the Javon Evans kind of placement there, which is good. It's good. We're getting some young talent in there, and then Raquel Rodriguez. And then we got the 2 singles matches. Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, and then of course we got CM Punk and Finn Balor. Both of those. So we got the women's matches for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and then the match between Punk and Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. And so this is also interesting because we still have Roman in the mix and as the Rumble winner, right? So he's still making calls, but everything's leaning towards him wanting to go after CM Punk.
Yeah, they decided that, I thought, a couple of weeks ago. I guess it was.
Sure. But technically speaking, we still have a championship match between Punk and Balor going on here tonight. But so we'll have to see how that goes. But for right now, let's start with the Becky Lynch AJ Lee. It's just Becky and the AG. I'd be kind of curious to see. I wouldn't be surprised if they kick things off with this one.
Oh yeah,
that'd be my guess. I don't know. I've never been able to like nail down the card order exactly because they never lay that out anymore.
Usually you want a pay-per-view to start hot. And if that's the case, well, see, both of them are at home. So AJ Lee, gets the Chicago bump because of CM Punk.
Just de facto. They have a home there.
Right. Like they're both the home, which is kind of cool that they get to be on
in Chicago,
like together in Chicago. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, you could probably do either one. If I were just kind of throwing it together myself, I'd probably start with Punk. I'd probably have him first. I would have.
But see, then you have, and again,
but then you have the back-to-back.
But the trick there too, and I know it's Elimination Chamber, so the Elimination Chamber's really the draw, kind of the quote-unquote main event.
Or is that the start? Is the women's?
Maybe I would say, maybe it might be I'm guessing either Becky and AJ or the women's Elimination Chamber. Because here's the trick: you don't put the heavyweight champion as the starting match. Right? But it can't be just like Rumble. But just like Rumble, it can't be the finishing match either. So it's kind of that's why it's kind of weird. That's why, I don't know. To me, I'm old school. To me, I remember where the Rumble was just the Rumble.
It was just the Rumble. There was no other matches. Yeah.
And Elimination Chamber was just Elimination Chamber. And that's even back before they had like both a men's and a women's version of it. It was just, you might have one other match in there because maybe it might help to kind of decide a storyline, but for the most part, that was the quote unquote gimmick of the match. It's like Starrcade. It's like Hell in a Cell. It's like, it was the gimmicks, the main matches themselves that was kind of the core of it. You typically didn't have like championship matches.
You didn't have other matches going on.
Or if you did, you didn't have a heavyweight championship going.
No,
but they're trying to do something here with Finn. And in a way, I'm kind of glad they're putting him kind of in this mix, because they're trying to help kind of talk about. So let's back up.
All right, so let's
talk about.
I was gonna say,
let's talk about Becky and AJ, because I want to get to this other stuff more. You can tell.
Absolutely.
Becky and AJ. I've got Becky all day. I love AJ Lee. I've always been a fan of her.
Absolutely.
Everybody
loves Crazy Chick.
She was Alexa Bliss before Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. That's a real good call. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and so, I think that she's always a wild card. You never know exactly what's going to go down.
She just does that little head tilt.
Yep.
And I am going to just pick against you a little bit, because I can't go against AJ. So I'm going to, I agree. It's not that I don't agree with you.
But you know what? Actually, I'm not mad at a Punk AJ kind of title kind of combo there.
The power couple type of deal.
Power couple. I'd feel better about it if AJ had the women's
champion,
world champ.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't know. Because I think that my biggest thing is AJ wanting to be living that life right now. It is it's one thing to come in and do some matches, and
but as a champ, you have to
put in together a good match, and then job out to Becky.
Sure.
Which isn't like jobbing out to Becky at a championship match is not the same thing as just like jobbing out on Raw.
Or to some rookie coming up from NXT. Yeah. Right.
You see what I mean? So she's getting her chance. She'll get her chance to shine on a relatively big stage, but not necessarily have to live that life. Right.
Sure.
Now, granted, there's nothing saying that she can't then do this match, have the belt, back away a bit. Because then if you're the champ, it's not like you have to wrestle every week.
Nope. You just show up. Dude, you could record a video. Be at home. Yeah. No, absolutely. I think she wins. I could see her. She wasn't around. Was she around last year's WrestleMania? I think so. She wasn't, right? Okay, so I think she's gonna possibly get her moment as well.
Now that's something there. Get and then maybe and then lose
quick.
it in Mania.
Right. Yeah. Maybe one-on-one with Becky, or in a triple threat type of a deal.
Someone else.
Any version of that. Yeah.
You know what? That's not bad. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that now. You know what? You might have turned me around. You might have turned me around on this. You might have turned me around on this.
I was like,
my biggest concern was how much was AJ, how much is AJ wanting to, do the thing. But to be fair, the championship gives you more reason to kind of pick your spots.
Well, and WrestleMania, the way they're creative, WWE's creative, seems to have been doing it maybe the last 5 or 6 years specifically. They've always kind of done it, but the whole road to WrestleMania. But the road to WrestleMania is like its own year. It's its own little bubble.
Yeah.
And in that bubble, anything can go on, and it really doesn't affect the rest of the year. Not necessarily, or it doesn't have to affect the rest of the year.
Well, because whatever happens after WrestleMania,
brand new.
You're basically season. You have an opportunity to clean the slate in a way.
Right. You can wipe it all away. And because of that, that's where people can have these comeback short runs type of deal. And So
But you're looking at tomorrow, which is effectively the end of February. Um,
it's
happy
the
Black,
middle
happy Black
or
History
end.
Month for everybody for the next
Yep,
day.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But like,
Not a leap year, is it? No.
but like, yeah, it's funny they gave you guys the shortest month.
Yep.
Year.
But we get one extra day every 4 years.
Anyway, I mean, you're right. I mean, basically, you've got the end of February here for this match. It's kind of like, you think about like February, it's like February, but it's basically March.
Yeah.
So then you've got Mania in April.
Not that long.
She's going to be doing like a quick kind of.
Yeah, you pop in, you do, yeah.
And she don't even have to wrestle.
No, you don't wrestle between now and then. If you do, it's in a random match here, but it's a warm-up match.
We're gonna, like, Pierce comes out and, like, we're gonna put you ladies in a 3-man tag, a six-man tag, kind of, just, because, and then it might help to kind of decide some things. You turn me around, because I mean, it wasn't a quick. It's not like I had. No, like, you're not really have to twist my arm. It's just more kind of thinking about the logic of it.
Sure.
You know what? More because it gives AJ her flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she's not really wanting to wrestle, because the biggest thing I was thinking about was, like, I didn't know if she wanted to live that life. I didn't know if she wanted to be champion. But also, it's like, okay, it's Intercontinental champion for one. Now, granted, historically, the Intercontinental champion was the working champion.
Yeah.
Right? But since we're so close to Mania anyway,
yeah,
she really doesn't have to. Maybe one match
7 weeks away. I don't think it's 8 weeks away. It's not 2 months. So,
no. Like, again, we're practically March now. Like, we're practically in March now. So
that's showing up. If, let's say, there's 8 dates between now and then, that's showing up probably 5 times.
Yeah. If that.
And
like I said, maybe I could see tops.
You probably have one match in between.
One match between now and then.
A tag.
Probably.
Yep.
So, it makes sense. You know what? I'm with you. AJ, because I think gives her a chance to get some gold, and that might be her swan song, maybe. But it gives her a chance to get some gold between now and Mania.
Which means that if you're out there and betting is your thing, that you should definitely double down on Becky Lynch. Well,
that's the other thing, because Becky can always pull that's not going to work for me, brother.
That's not going to work for me, brother. Yeah, you should double down. Becky Lynch is clearly going to win this now. Darren and I have both agreed that AJ is. So.
AJ, okay. AJ all day. Because like I said, you didn't. It's not like my arm had to be twisted, but
no.
Just like, the logistics of it makes so much more sense now that we're gonna kind of talk through it. All right, got me, man. All right, AJ all day. Now let's talk about Mr. AJ Lee. And then nice. you know what, and then you know what, CM Punk probably wouldn't be mad at me saying that.
With that. I don't know anyone would be insulted by that, to be honest with you, because have you seen AJ? I'm just no one's really
even now, like,
I meant now,
like, CM Punk and Finn Balor. I'm glad that Finn's getting a championship title match. The storyline. Well, so Punk. I'm sorry. Finn had some of the worst luck.
Oh man.
Because what was it? Was
he won
his first championship win against Seth Rollins. he got his
Universal
shoulder
title,
hurt
the inaugural Universal title
in a buckle bomb
against the Barrier.
Yep.
Yeah, that
and that really kind of sealed his fate from there.
Well,
to be
because
fair,
Vince McMahon was still around at that point, and Vince didn't like little people, period. Like, outside of Shawn Michaels, Vince doesn't like small dudes that are, So,
the only reason why he liked Shawn was because Shawn was the ladies' man, and especially, at least his image was the ladies' man that Vince kind of like geared towards, like always wanted to be, you know. And so they say, like, you know, in certain ways, you know, Vince always had like the big guys, but ultimately they say that every booker kind of finds someone that represents them. And for Vince, it was ultimately Shawn. For Paulie Dangerously in ECW, it was Raven. And in WCW with Eric Bischoff, it was kind of a combination of like Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. It was the NWO in general. That whole vision around the NWO.
Sure.
You know, he wanted to be that. And that's why things get pushed the way they got pushed. But Finn, you know, and I've been a fan of Finn Balor back when he was even like Prince Devitt.
Oh yeah,
you know?
right. Yeah,
I watched him in like New Japan, because I mean, you got to remember, Finn Balor started the Bullet Club.
Yes,
he was the first leader of the Bullet Club. He effectively started that whole thing. So when you think about like the Young Bucks, when you think about Kenny Omega, when you think about a lot of the opportunity to get like what was effectively the Gaijin wrestlers, the foreign wrestlers. And people think about Gaijin, they think about white people. No, Gaijin is anyone that's not from Japan.
Non-Japanese, right?
It's effectively they're kind of foreigner, kind of, right? And so that's where the Bullet Club got started, with a bunch of white wrestlers, but also a bunch of Samoan and Fijian wrestlers. So like what's so funny is like the when you look at the MFT Solos crew, Tamaloa and Loa Tonga right now, those two were original members of the Bullet Club with Finn Balor.
Which is hilarious. I didn't realize that they were the same people until way too recently. Let's just put it like that. It may have not been, it wasn't like last week, but within the last few months was when I just realized that.
It's also
I happened to be watching an old Bullet Club you know, rerun, and I was like, these guys look familiar. I've seen them. Like, no, that's okay. Now it makes sense. Yeah. So
Bad Luck Fale is the other guy. He was a taller guy, kind of playing like kind of the Hercule role. But they're all. Here's the trick about those fools. They're Meng's kids.
Oh yeah. That's you don't want to mess with them.
No, if they inherited a quarter of Meng's toughness,
that's not the ones to fight. Yeah,
you're not that dude against
things
them.
Break down. Those aren't the ones.
You're not that dude. Yeah.
Punk Finn Balor.
Finn Balor's getting the chance here. It's gonna be CM Punk winning.
You think?
But my biggest question here, does the Demon show up?
I don't think so. And I think because I think the story is going to be, I don't know, that would be an interesting wrinkle because I'm always all for him showing up. But I think the demon will show up at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And it'll be something around Finn with maybe Dom. Dom's the only one that sort of makes sense because it has to be a big
history
enough
with
So I think tonight is tomorrow night. Well, tonight
for you.
Yeah. Tonight it'll be all about the Judgment Day's final split.
And
or
you're right. I mean, that's definitely going to be a storyline.
The next 6 weeks of the Judgment Day splitting.
Again, I think
they're going to cost Finn the match.
Sure. Well, because they already kind of established that a little bit. What was it this past week on Raw?
Or maybe they just jump him and like intentionally cost him the match.
Well,
and like, screw you, dude.
I think so. Here's if they want to be smart about it. Actually, let me change over the music. It's starting to play more vocal stuff and
YouTube doesn't like that.
No, it's not so much that. It's just that because it was more for the beginning, and we're talking now. We don't need words talking over like going on while we're talking. Okay, so Raw, they made a big stink about Dom making a big thing about nobody being there to help him, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Dom ultimately needs somebody around to help him out and all that stuff, right?
Whether it's Liz or
so then you had JD there, and then so Dom's talking and stuff to Finn, and Finn was basically like, "Hey, look." The punchline was, "All right, let's don't get this twisted. You and JD were out. I was doing my thing on my own.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for you to grow up." So then you have JD kind of playing in the middle. Basically, he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, blah, 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 blah. Before Dom even came into the picture, and then Dom comes in, and it's like, obviously Dom's just complaining because he didn't get his, somehow, some way he didn't get his way, even though he's got 2 titles. But, that's Dom. And he played, like, he's like probably one of the best heels next to MJF.
The jump between the two, but yes, I'm with you.
But I mean, but Dom's doing Dom's doing an exceptional job.
I love Dom. Dom's awesome.
I mean, no, MJF's a whole other level. I agree. He's a completely different level.
It's distance, but
as far as like being heels and especially in the WWF right now, I think
and younger. I mean, you could probably
that's
go
the other thing.
That.
I mean, he's got time. I'm not a big fan of all. I'm not terribly against like neck tattoos and all. Talking about the greatest heel in wrestling right now is Ian's cat trying to.
Pretty much. This is here. You want to get on camera? Say hi. Like, what is happening?
That's where I got the dog cam. Like, my dog's more of a cat than your cat because my dog just sits in the little bed and doesn't ever mess with me that much.
She has she's decided. I sit down here. I think she worries about me because I'm just talking to myself. From her perspective, she's like,
she thinks you're just in your.
I should check on the human. He's over there talking to himself again. It's always bad. So, all right, girl, I'll put you down. She'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Nah, that's cool. We're pet friendly here. So Dom, like, one of the biggest things is like, I'm not entirely against like neck tattoos and all that stuff. It might be because they're too fresh and they haven't had a chance to kind of blend in and kind of get going. But it's kind of like, man, that's like
aggressive. I really see that. That's all I can see actually right now. You've been talking for a while and I'm still just staring into your neck.
Staring at your neck right now, bro. It is what it is. But the whole thing is that what I'm thinking here is, especially if they want to do it smart, is it's going to be kind of a double play where basically Dom's going to pull some shenanigans where effectively it's going to be him and JD going out there, and Dom's going to figure out a way to one of two things. Either A, Dom pulls some shenanigans and gets JD involved that in a kind of dupes him into something where then he ends up
like screwing up
the match, or Dom like straight out screws up the match, and then it's kind of like then both JD and Finn break off, where then because like JD is a Finn Balor kind of protege, like in like not just in like the storyline, but like in real life, like Finn's kind of been a coach and a mentor to him, like in general. JD's been on the indie scene for a while. Just sucks that he's smaller than Finn, which then in turn
small
kind of
yes.
So I think CM Punk's gonna win. It's more about the matter of how it all goes down.
It's all about
what
the
does
story
it mean
afterward.
for the Judgment Day thing, and the way
So
Judgment Day has evolved, like from where it got started.
Edge was the one that started it. So
and then now, like where I'm effectively assuming is going to be the end of it, and then it's going to be something else. Because it's really been, it's only been Judgment Day in name, loosely. Yeah,
because I mean, Rhea's not in it anymore. Damien's not in it anymore. It's just like it's the usually when that happens, your big star power leaves. That's the end. Like that was the end.
So and again, I think maybe where some of it came in, where especially with Finn being there,
because and honestly, Dom. To be fair, Dom and Liv.
Let me back up a bit. Let me back up just a bit. Rewind this a bit, okay? Because we talked about Bullet Club. Finn Balor started Bullet Club, right? But Bullet Club has traditionally always had a thing where the leader, and it started with Finn, the leader ends up getting a bump up and moves over to another promotion. They don't leave getting flowers.
Yeah, they get
the Bullet Club turns on them.
Yeah, and that's clearly what's going to happen. That's what I completely see happening. Maybe over the next few weeks, Finn. Go ahead.
So what I was saying is like in Edge, Edge was probably the closest to that type of, because the Bullet Club turned on Edge. Because Edge was on his way out. And Judgment Day turned on Edge because Edge was on his way out.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Bullet Club. Not exactly the same, but very close. And so then it was, okay, now you're on your way out. We're going to turn on you before you go.
Right.
And so I think that's Finn's influence into the whole thing. But like, and so what's crazy here is, unfortunately, it's kind of going to be kind of dying out in kind of a wet noodle note, in a way, because it's just, it's already been kind of fizzling out.
Yeah.
And just WWE.
Honestly, it would have been dead a long time ago. Dom and Liv kept it going. With Finn was around, sure, but Finn by himself, okay.
Yeah, and I think it's more a matter of WWE creative just trying to figure out what to do with Finn Balor, especially
while he was in and out of being hurt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. Obviously, CM Punk wins. That's a done and done.
Just more matter. It's what does it mean for the overall? And to be fair, to your point, you know, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, in a way, I'm kind of hoping the Demon doesn't show up for this.
I think he shows, and that's for that reason.
And we can have him, if they could have him versus Dom.
For the WrestleMania, that's a WrestleMania
match. Demon, because he's getting, the Judgment Day is pretty much dead. Or
is dead at that point. They've clearly, I say at that point, they've clearly, I think Dom will turn on him tomorrow or tonight.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, something around those ways. Yeah, something.
I can see JD being torn, like trying to be Peacemaker for a few weeks. And that's where I was going with, right? Because if Dom dupes JD into messing up Finn's match, then to me that's an obvious thing where JD's just out too, right? Sure, I could see, but here's the thing, like you said, Dom needs somebody always with him. JD's staying with Dom and they kind of doing their own thing still makes sense. Like you could still see that being a thing. JD by himself
maybe Dom, maybe someone else.
I see them going here. At Dom does the official turn, you know.
Right, and then you say JD then plays
tries to play Peacemaker
between
for a couple of weeks, and then a week or two before, JD's gonna clearly turn on. I think he clearly turns on him then, and only then that makes sense for the Demon to come back versus Dom.
Then Finn has no other, like,
it's him and
it's him by himself.
Because if JD's with him,
it's him, it's Finn and his demons.
Yes, right. You see what I'm, and so for that would make sense.
See, I like that. I like it. Because I just want to see the demon. So
plus you get what the
leads
pop.
me to the demon. What leads me to the demon? I'm with.
Oh yeah. You have like the big pop. Up until then, it's, you know, JD's trying to play Peacemaker in between, and then they're coming out and they're having a talk, and JD turns on Finn the week before, and that's where Finn's like,
and he's like, I'm left with he's left with no. That's trick where it clicked in my head, where he's left with nothing left but his demons.
Just him and his demons. That's it. So you asked for me to be this. This is what I am now.
Ian knows when I said, like, someone who knows about their demons. Like, this is where Ian and I are alike, because it's Hey. I'm gonna slaughter this name, but I think I saw you on some close to your name on YouTube. Maybe it's not close enough. Fair you in? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate
you.
Hope you are gonna be enjoying the Elimination Chamber tomorrow or tonight, depending on where you are.
I was gonna say, depending on where you are, possibly later today.
Yeah, I think, you know, but yeah, it gets me. Yeah, because see,
I like
either
that
way, because see,
your thoughts in two different.
Either way, no, either way.
I mean, not change.
Oh, wait, something accidentally hit something. There we go.
Hey, and we're
right back.
Fastest bathroom break ever.
Here's the trick is that the one thing I'm 100% more sold on in my head is that, yeah, they absolutely should not have the demon come out tomorrow. And they absolutely should put it to where then it's Finn versus Dom at Mania.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have so much more storyline there. And however they do it, Finn losing tomorrow, period, puts kind of a clean kind of situation for the demon to show up, period. Then it's a matter of how do they do it, and do they do a good job thinking about it. I like Ian's gonna be getting his flowers tonight because he's already done turn me again like twice now. Dude, like I'm with the JD turning on Finn now too, because then it's again, like I said, I already said before, but where it clicked was where I said Finn's left with nothing but his demons. Then it's so and clean.
Honestly, what you were bringing up as well about Bullet Club and how, you know, the leader never goes out on his own, that would still fit. Like that does still fit with what would happen.
Kind of.
JD. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm with you. No, I'm not.
See, the only like it's an homage. The only reason why it's not entirely clean there is because of like now it's
almost like
Dom's the leader of whatever this is, whatever the Judgment Day is right now. Dom's obviously the leader. Right?
Is he though? I don't think he is. I think Finn still is.
Well, so Finn is the effective leader, but Dom is just by pure ego, and because of his belt and his like he has the
title.
title.
Not supposed to have a leader. That was always the thing, anyhow. Like if you go way back to when R-Truth was like, Mommy's the leader. You know, he gets real upset if you don't say that. Like you. But like, you know,
but again, you can't tell me Dom don't think that he's a leader. The only person that
Dom thought he was a leader when Edge was there. No, I mean Edge was gone by the time he showed up.
It was different. Yeah, it was a different.
That was a different iteration. He definitely thought it, even though he was
basically it was when Edge left that like
they brought him
down. Like Edge kind of started this whole thing, but Edge was kind of more of a cult leader kind of style of we don't have a leader, but like don't get this twisted.
We don't have a leader, but it's me.
But it's me, right? And then Edge left, and then it kind of got lost from there because then there was no clear. Because then you had, and it was interesting when it was kind of initially going down, but I just felt like creative dropped the ball on that on it because there was other stuff going on, and they really just didn't give it like early on. And then with Damian and Rhea, they were able to kind of help keep it afloat. They were able to keep it because just the fact that they were just so damn talented. But like, I don't know, storyline wise, it never really seemed to really kind of tie together for me. You know what I mean? It seemed like so much potential was like Sean O'Hare, the devil on my shoulder, all over again. It was like, and when WWE does this, it pisses me off because you have this opportunity to have kind of this, you know, like the closest they were really able to put together with that was with Bray Wyatt. And that's because Bray Wyatt himself was such a freaking creative genius. That, you know, you couldn't deny him. Like it just, there's no reason. Yeah. And so it's unfortunate. But I think I'm kind of glad that if this is going to be kind of a way to kind of move on from the quote unquote Judgment Day, I think that's also I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good place to be because we gotta move on. Dom needs to move on. Liv needs to move on. Finn needs to move on. They've already kind of started really, even before Rumble, but especially with Rumble, establish some kind of friction there within, you know, the women's side of the Judgment Day. I think it gave some opportunity though for especially more for the women in the group. I think it gave they're the more interesting ones right now. More of a storyline there, which I'm not mad at. I think that helps, but they got to do they need to turn the corner on this and just do something else. You know,
and it's time, and that's where it's heading. So, all right, Punk wins. There will be storyline with Finn.
There's going to be some storyline on the other side of it. Which is also, to be fair, an interesting match because it's the obvious thing that the champ's going to retain, but then there's so much more story on the other side of the match.
Yeah, it's clearly a setup.
It kind of helps to make it a better match than it would be otherwise.
Which is what this whole pay-per-view really is. It is the setup pay-per-view. Like, let's just call this what it is. But it doesn't always work like that. Like, it doesn't always, even if they have it, it's a setting up for the, you know, WrestleMania. Sometimes it's like, just get past this chapter.
As long as they slow down and nobody, like, people stop getting hurt like this last Monday. Like, holy crap.
Everybody was down. So
the medic teams on Monday Night
everybody
Raw
was gone.
Was working overtime
because they were in Chicago, or was it in Chicago last week? No, it wasn't in Chicago, but it was heading to Chicago, and Chicago, especially the United Center, has trouble with people getting hurt in it. As a Bulls fan, I know this. Yeah, that's what that was. That's the curse of the United Center coming back.
They need to just burn it to the ground. Move the statue, and
aside from a new owner, we need a new owner for sure. But aside from that, Anyhow, we're not talking about the Bulls. Not tonight. We will.
Let's talk about the women's elimination chamber. So now we're actually getting to the heart of the. I'm still gonna call them pay-per-view. I can't. PLE.
In case you can't figure out what the world I was pointing at. I was pointing at the Elimination Chamber.
No, you were. I see it, man. You got it.
I can't see which one you see me as, so I'm like,
I see you as the stream sees you.
Okay, all right.
I'm a smart streamer, so
that's the way I'm looking at you as well. I'm like, all right, I got to see what we have.
I try. I learned that lesson the hard way. Way back. So we've got Tiffany Stratton, we've got Alexa Bliss, we've got Asuka, we've got Kiana James, who I think is a good, like, she's that young star showing
somebody
up.
Bouncy.
Well, but also it's more just giving someone who's like kind of from that NXT run a chance to start to get into the big stage. Like, she was in the Rumble.
Yeah.
It's just, and then Raquel Rodriguez, who was decided this past week on that one Raw, she happened to be one of the survivors of this past Raw that didn't get hurt. But then we also have Rhea Ripley. Now, I bring up Rhea last on the list, but one, because she's mommy and she deserves to be called out last. Yeah. But also, one of the components of the Ian tried to trip me up here. One of the components of the storyline going into this one was around like a deciding factor where maybe they were thinking that maybe Rhea may not be a potential winner here, was because she had the tag team title belt. But as of this past SmackDown, that is no longer an issue or a problem, depending on how you want to look at it. Because interestingly enough, they put together a tag team with Lash Legend and Nia Jax, who just won tag championships from Rhea and
Io, isn't it?
Io, because of what they were going by, like Rio. Rio was kind of their tag name.
Yeah.
So Rhea's coming into this beltless, coming off of a loss, and then probably coming in a little bit pissed off, right?
No, it's Rhea. It's Rhea for those reasons. It's Rhea. Rhea's gonna win this. All right, like
I mean, you never like, regardless of the circumstances, you can never completely counter out. And
I would put
any match.
If I was a betting man, I would put some money down on Rhea winning.
Because why do you take the belts off of her like that? Like on why
do you take the belts off?
Weird
against
matchup. Like, why are you gonna make like what is it? The irresistible forces or whatever. You got these this completely just out of the blue tag team put together, winning this match tonight, or for you yesterday.
Yeah.
And then, come on now.
Liv is not gonna fight Jade. She's gonna fight oh shoot, I love her
Stephanie.
Vaquer. Yeah, so she's gonna fight her. So there's your
very much looking forward to that.
I'm
match.
always looking for that match. I'm gonna just watch that one.
Ian's not gonna be talking during that
not at all. I might not be on camera.
That might save you. That might save you. We might just have to kind of. We just might be on audio on that one.
It's probably best I'm not on camera for that. But no, I think so. You want Jade Cargill and you want Rhea. And there's nobody else on this list.
Raquel physically, but not. She's not there yet.
Right.
She's not there.
If this was SummerSlam, I wouldn't even do it for that. If this was a Backlash, sure. Raquel, not for WrestleMania.
But nah,
what are we doing? No.
I think it's really to be really fair. In terms of star power right now, you're looking at Rhea and Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want the impact, the show of two women that can stand toe to toe, eye to eye, right? Yeah. It's Rhea. Rhea.
So, I mean, if you want to go star power, so just do a quick scan. Could you put Tiffany in it? Yeah, sure. Not really. That's not really. Okay. I don't know that Tiffany is accomplished enough to hold that match together. Because here's the factual thing. Jade isn't that great of an in-ring talent. She looks the part. She's all the things, but she's not there yet. It's not no knock on her. She's still a rookie in a way. Not rookie.
Rhea
She's young in a
Rhea
way.
can work a match.
Rhea can,
with
and
pretty much
physically,
anyone in the business right now.
Put the two of them
But
in
you're
the
right.
ring,
You're right.
and Rhea can walk her through it.
I would say
like take the
because the only one the only one I was thinking is like a sleeper here potentially, and the only reason why I was thinking about it was that exact point. Was
Asuka.
Yeah.
So yes,
I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but to your point, you talk about someone that could work with Jade and put together an exceptional match.
Yeah.
With someone who's still a little green, even though she's got the belt. Like,
sure.
Like,
she had the belt and then didn't defend it for like 3 months. Maybe not quite that long, but it was a long time between her.
Yeah,
it's like creative was like, okay, we got it there. Now what do we do? I don't know.
Well, what I'm hoping is that they're working her like really like doing the background work to really help to get her to that ring level, because like people could tell you
everything else.
People could tell you like you can take like world-class athletes in maybe in a specialized field, right? Put them in a wrestling ring and it's a whole nother business. It's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
The reason why you can have like guys like Bray, like Bam Bam Bigelow, like it's a different kind of athleticism. It's a different kind of conditioning, and it's one of those things where I think Jade is obviously a physical phenom.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, no question.
But it's kind of like where like Lex Luger kind of, especially early on, really had they really had to kind of pick their spots with him early on, because he had to get ring ready. Like it's a different beast.
It's a very different thing.
It's different than anything else.
Alexa could also walk her through it as well, but Alexa, I don't know that. But the
Alexa trick is it's
little.
Yeah, it's just
little.
Unless they were trying to do kind of a Rey Mysterio type of story, but they haven't been building that up. They really haven't been putting her in that kind of position leading up to the chamber.
Physically, she's there anymore. Not like she used to. Now, young Alexa Bliss, who was the power lifter and all that other stuff, that's a little different. She's not that human being anymore.
I think it's more a matter of, and again, this is like speaking, like rolling back to the idea of ring rust, right? Alexa hasn't had the program. She's been doing tag
matches for a long,
right?
Yeah.
And so she hasn't been doing the single wrestling runs the way she was doing before. So it's just building up that just kind of it's building up the endurance. It's building up kind of the tough skin, taking the bumps. There's so much to it that's just unique to professional wrestling, that if you're not doing that on a regular basis, but you're right. I mean, in principle, Alexa could do it. But I think out of this,
you have
like
story
I said,
with Alexa.
The black sheep here might be Raquel. If they really want to try and put her forward, and that was something that I was leaning towards before, but with Rhea losing the tag belt on SmackDown,
it's Rhea. Yeah. On to the next one, because it's Rhea. I don't think
if I was Rhea myself, I'd be going into the chamber ready to rip heads off.
Oh, for sure.
I don't care who you are.
of the sure bets of the sure bets, and the surest bet of all is CM Punk. Let's just okay. Honestly, to me, a very close second
is Rhea. I agree. I don't, again, especially after tonight. It just
makes
so much sense.
Bet on is AJ Lee and I would not bet any that don't put any money on
No. That could go.
You have a problem. Don't do that.
So many different ways.
Yeah.
Like, but all right. Now to the
men's elimination chamber, the main event of the night.
The last match, obviously. Yeah. We've got one Mr. Randall Orton.
Randy Keith.
We got Cody Rhodes, right? We've got one Mr. LA Knight.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
We've got Javon Evans, which again, they're obviously really
bouncy.
Yeah, he brings a kinetic energy to the ring, and I'm glad they're really giving this young guy a chance. I just hope they don't screw him over later.
Yeah.
But right now, this kid has every opportunity to shine. And it was interesting because they had a match with him and Kofi Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
And because, I mean, obviously he's kind of a Kofi 2.0.
Sure.
Right? But
he's much bigger than Kofi. Much taller.
Yeah, he's just got to. He's just got to build up his.
I didn't realize how tall he was. He's not little.
Yeah. No, well, he's not. He's tall.
Yeah,
but he just needs. If he can find a good balance, he reminds me like more of like a Swerve Strickland.
Okay, so yeah.
Especially Swerve Strickland when he was in Lucha Underground as Killshot.
Oh yeah.
He reminds me more of that, and I think that and Swerve bulked up, and you don't have to bulk up a whole lot, but just especially at 6'5", if you can bulk up and then maintain, even like only take like a fraction off of your athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got an opportunity to be kind of like in Will Ospreay territory. And then this actually kind of gets into the next person I want to talk about is Trick Williams, because Trick is 6'5", but he's kind of more in that 240.
Yeah, he's much more put together.
250 range.
Yeah.
But he's got some moves on him too, though. Yeah. He doesn't move like a 6'5", 240 person.
He's Booker T with Harlem Heat. That's every time I see him, I laugh. I'm like, that's just Booker T. That's
because Booker T was blowing people up. It wasn't like he was that much smaller than his brother. But he was blowing people up with his athleticism. He was just doing the moves and everything, and his brother was just more of kind of the power, kind of beat people down type, you know. Trick Williams is an interesting dude. This guy has some potential star power. Like, obviously he has some star power now, but like, I think Trick might have some, like, Trick might have a trick. Trick might have a trick. I think, dude, I see something in this kid. I think this guy might have, if WWE does it right, I think this guy might have something. This guy might have kind of if they wanted to, they could run him through kind of they'd have to start him kind of at a different spot, but kind of have sort of a variation of like The Rock's kind of story run. I don't know. It's too early to say. I'm not saying he's going to be The Rock, but I think that
no,
because of his personality his size, his general athleticism, and everything else, and just his attitude, I think they could kind of put him kind of in this version of WWE's kind of Rock spot, where now and because he actually is, he's growing with his quickness on the mic. And that's gonna be the big.
That's what I was gonna say. He's not the
pun somewhat intended. That's gonna be the trick, right?
Yeah.
If he can get his quickness on the mic nailed down, then
and not sound like he's reading off of a piece of paper that somebody handed him on the way out there. Yeah, he tends to be waiting for my catchphrase.
He's getting better, but I think that's gonna be the litmus test. That's gonna be the thing for him. Because I think physically, his work in the ring and everything else and his look, I think he's got like all the right pieces there. It's going to be his mic work that's really ultimately going to be the thing that could potentially put him there. But he's got it. That's going to be the break, right?
Yeah.
But like everything else, I think he's someone that could really be like someone that could push in. And maybe it's something where it might be an unfair comparison. Maybe he doesn't necessarily have to be like The Rock per se, but if he can find something that fits him that he can naturally just do, right? I think that was the thing about like Dwayne. I think it was just he found a character that he could just be, not do, be. Like,
yeah, that was actually him.
Be that
those
guy.
Those are the ones that really stick when they are just being themselves.
I think if
Cena started being himself, he blew up. Like, it was just because he wasn't acting anymore. He was just coming out being himself. So.
And I think if Trick can find whatever that is, and then let that be kind of like allow him to be on the mic, and he's got something. We've also then
you may have to hit refresh. If you hit refresh on your if you have, we're going off the Wikipedia site here looking at it. If you hit refresh on it, it will update. There's that other guy that is also in the match that we haven't talked about.
Well, we haven't completely talked about a lot of people. We haven't talked about Cody. We haven't talked about LA. We haven't talked about Randall. There's this other person that might be a question mark for the overall match because the FBI might be.
He is so humble.
Indicting
that's why
him.
He was going. That's why we're mentioning him last, because he would be embarrassed otherwise.
Everything. Let's talk about LA Knight a little bit more.
That's it.
Let's talk about a little bit of. All right. So, well, also I think that so Javon, Trick, Randy's going to do what Randy does, right?
Yep.
I think LA is going to do what he does. Talk about Cody last.
Yeah.
So then, fine. We'll talk about this little prick that somehow, through the grace of one Triple H, who I'm starting to hate.
It's bad when you have to hate your dude.
Never meet your heroes, man.
Yeah, it gets bad.
Never meet your heroes. Just don't see your heroes get in positions where they become the bad guy.
Yeah.
But he made a deal with the devil, and that devil is Prime. Let's make this clear. He didn't make a deal with Logan Paul. He made a deal with Prime, because Prime is a sponsor, which means in part, Logan Paul is paying for his spot on the roster. Let's not get that twisted. Okay. All right. I'm gonna back up here. I'm gonna back up here and talk about Logan Paul as a wrestler, right?
And then but when you do, then let's go back through each one and give a thumbs up, thumbs down as to whether they could win or
sure.
can't. So yeah, go for it.
Logan, again, I mean, for as much hatred as I have for this guy, and again, for maybe people that are just listening to us, my hatred is not about Logan Paul as a wrestler, as his character in WWE. I don't give two shits about his character in WWE because I think the individual Logan Paul, the man that was born out of I don't know what hell pit, that became the individual human being that is playing the character of Logan Paul in the WWE. The actual man with, I don't think it's quite blood running through his veins. It might be bile. I'm not sure. But that individual, that actual breathing person, that legal entity, Logan Paul, can die. Now, listen, for reasons that I need to say in Minecraft. Okay. Now, let's talk about Logan Paul as a wrestler. There's no doubt that he is. If there was ever a time
that I could get somebody to show up on stream, this would be just such an amazing. We're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out, but that would be so amazing. And I would have to lock out Jared from every possible version of this stream. Like I would have to lock him out completely. But to have Logan Paul also appear on screen with Jared, I think it would make my week. I gotta tell you. So anyhow, let me
also
without the venom, without the all of that.
Well, but also Logan if you want, I'd be perfectly happy to have him on stream, only because of the hacker in me. Go ahead, put him on our stream. Go ahead. I'd be perfectly happy to have Logan Paul show up on our stream.
I would have way too much fun with that.
Well, no, you would, but then I would have more fun later. Because him showing up on our stream would mean that I would get access.
Can't give away all your secrets. Can't give away all the secrets, man.
I would have access to so much that I would love to have. But okay, in Minecraft. Right. So
yes, LP,
he ain't winning this shit. Like let's just keep it 100. Like he's
there's no way
he's there for the vitriol, but also one thing in a way,
he is a good for this type of a match. He is a good person to have in the match.
Well,
same thing for Javon Evans.
So here's the big thing, and here's one of the discussions that I heard from multiple streams, multiple podcasts, multiple people talking about the Elimination Chamber, was that in principle you only had Trick Williams that would classify as heel, as a bad guy, quote unquote, for what it means in today's wrestling vernacular.
Right.
You really only had one person that could be quote like a serious bad guy. Now, obviously, Randy Orton's always a wild card. LA Knight, is kind of sort of playing like the Stone Cold role, kind of just, in the middle there.
Sure.
Cody's been like one of the talks before, because, let me back up. So beforehand, it was going to be Jey Uso. And that kind of got in the works because of other stuff behind the scenes, but all the talk was Jey Uso was not supposed to be in this match. And
No.
so, like, it was funny the way it all boiled down to where then Jay gets attacked, gets hurt, gets whatever. So now he's out of the match. And then they work out a match between Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul on SmackDown to decide who's going to go in. And somehow, some way, some deal written with the devil got Logan Paul to win the match. I didn't get a chance to see the actual match tonight.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how it boiled down because, I mean, come on paper, Jacob, I mean, who's going to beat Logan Paul's not going to beat Jacob Fatu straight.
No.
Like, it's got to be some shenanigans, right? Because Jacob Fatu's all gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
Right. So,
as I was saying, I think we weren't on stream yet. I still think Jacob will factor into the main event.
Oh, I wouldn't be
one of the main
the
event
least bit surprised if
with Cody and Drew.
So that's the trick, because that's a whole nother storyline that they're needing to develop.
Yeah,
here,
yeah, we're not going to get into
right?
that. Yeah. I was just passing.
Well, no, I mean, it's pertinent, and you know, in a way, it'd be curious to see if there's any interaction. That's the one thing about the Elimination Chamber. Not to say that it can't happen, but even more than Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber really is, like, if you want to believe the way it's constructed, it's less apt for outside interference.
Sure.
Again, not to say it can't happen.
Yeah, that happens.
It's the way it's designed, you know.
Sure.
And if you want to maintain the sanctity of the design,
sure,
then it but we're talking about Jacob Fatu. Like,
yeah,
if that dude wants to,
if he wants to, he'll
run up and climb up that damn thing and get his way through, he's maybe him and Obafemi might be two people off the top of my head. They find a way in.
No one's stopping them.
Like, no one's like that. Yeah, the Elimination Chamber ain't stopping them from getting in if they want to. So okay, there's still that little bit, but I am with the potential of a 3-man between Jacob and Drew and
I was gonna
Cody.
say let's,
but that leads to then ultimately it would have to be Cody, right?
Yeah, I think Cody wins tomorrow or tonight.
Because I mean, we can do it to me, like, it's not so much up and down. Like, Javon's not going to do it.
LA Knight never wins. He doesn't.
No, unfortunately, no.
So he's not going to do it.
Randy's just there to be the threat of Randy. Like,
yes.
Like, and it's more, and that's the thing. Like, Randy's got enough of a resume where Randy can, you know what? I'll put it this way. It was a great, and I think I sent this to you, okay? Where it was the metric that, like, Jordan could start playing right now and lose, like have 0 points,
0
for
points
the
for
next 128 games straight and still have a higher scoring average than LeBron James.
Yep.
That's where I kind of put Randy right now.
Yeah.
Like, Randy's resume, like, Randy's a legend. Randy has positioned himself as a legend in
but he's a legend
WWE.
Killer.
But he's a legend killer, but now he's also a legend.
Sure.
Right? Which then might be a great kind of match later down the road between him and Gunther. Right? But for tonight, for Elimination Chamber, Like Randy's the legend killer. Randy is Randy. Randy will always be a threat. He's got the perfect move with the RKO because he can pop it off at any damn time and
Against
take
anyone.
somebody out.
No matter big or small.
Nobody, like, it doesn't matter. And so, but he's not going to win. He's not going to win.
No.
And so,
is it the thing that is there going to be storyline? I could see there being storyline with him from this loss, because Randy, as much fun as he is as a good guy, some people are just better heels. And is this the thing that he loses yet again?
see, I think
over?
I think that Randy could, like, if you take Randy and put him into the position of John Cena going heel for his last run,
Is Randy
gonna be everyone, like Randy going heel for his last hurrah, going full on Viper for his last run. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
people like, and I'm not, I mean, you know what? Let the crowd react the way they react, but let him be the Viper. He may not be like a heel in the sense that the crowd's going to be booing him. Maybe he goes kind of like, maybe it's kind of more of like a Stone Cold kind of like, sure, like, but like not even like, not like Stone Cold. Like, no, I'm going Frank Castle Punisher on this shit. Like, I'm going full on like dark, like, you know what? To me, that makes so much more sense for Randy than it ever did for John Cena.
Yeah.
Like, just let him go Viper. Just like,
because it was always there. It's always there with Randy. Even when Randy's being a good guy, you're kind of like,
which is always kind of where it worked, because like, and again, like Stone Cold really kind of helped
that I
to
don't trust you, but I'm
establish.
gonna need you to stay in my IC.
Stone Cold, the Rattlesnake, the Viper, like, Stone Cold helped to set the stage for that type of character. So, like, just chef's kiss, just perfectly, right? So then you have like someone like Randy, like, it makes so much sense where then like someone like Randy can be like, he can just drop, he could drop a baby face in RKO, and the fact that the moves are so similar because you can kind of drop them on anybody at any time, kind of like Jake with the DDT back when the DDT was really a finisher. Like, even when Jake was a quote unquote face, like actually, to be fair, Jake probably really kind of initially set the seed there, because Jake was running as a face, kinda, but nobody ever completely trusted him.
No,
because he had a goddamn snake in his bag, and then he could drop that DDT on anybody.
Sure.
Like, you get a face lock, you're done.
Yeah,
you know, it's so. I would love to see Randy do because this has got to be getting close to his swan song too, right?
It's we need to do a stream. We won't do it tonight, but at some point we need to do a stream of
like
just how many,
like him and Ray, like him and Ray.
Yeah, and eventually Jericho too, whenever he shows up.
Yeah,
or
but like,
either way,
like Randy right now, as far as like top people, really still managing to do it, and just he kind of needs to go Viper. But the other thing is then if you want to have him going up against Gunther, then it's gonna have to be kind of a it's gonna be, you know what? And Randy could do this. Randy could totally pull this off. It's like, it's kind of a F all you fools.
Yeah.
face, heel. I'm not here to make friends anymore. I'm just gonna wreck house.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna tear this. If I'm going out, the damn house is going down with me.
Yep.
And just tear it up, and the crowd will eat it up. He'll be dropping RKO's on everybody. Just like straight up Stone Cold. Like, I don't care who you are, whatever. Because Stone Cold always had kind of the thing with the beer.
Oh yeah.
Where you would kind of like, we're gonna have some beers together, and then just
as
drop
soon as
it
they
on
cheers,
that would be kind of cool for him. They'd have to do it the right way, but yeah, it's gonna be Cody. Like we were talking about maybe doing like a thumbs up, thumbs down, but like really, come on, it's gonna be Cody winning this thing. And then to be fair, that also then introduces what I would really like to see, and you brought up the three-way Jacob Fatu, Cody, and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said it on stream plenty. Drew, he doesn't move the needle for me.
You
He's
don't,
like, all right,
he doesn't.
You're a person.
Yeah, I'm not as ambivalent to Drew, but not so he's not like my favorite guy.
But he's also, him and Cody, how many times can they have the same fight? Like, they've been fighting for 8 months.
Yeah.
It wasn't that riveting to begin with.
I am
now
for anything that gets Jacob Fatu in the mix.
Yeah.
That dude,
so,
I
think you bring him in, it's a wild card, it's an X factor, it's something different. It makes that match something different that I haven't seen already. Like, okay, Drew stole the title and he got it from Cody, and they've defended it, and you realize just how long they've been feuding. They started feuding, but then they had to stop completely because Cody went off TV because he went to film the movie last year. Yeah. But then they came back and they picked it right back up. So also for Jacob, who got hurt. Right. There's also then, so in kind of a way, I really wouldn't be surprised if Drew ended up in the position with the belt more out of necessity than necessarily choice. I'm more leaning, like, I guess I'm slightly more leaning positive to Drew than Ian is, but I mean, to be 100%, it's not by a whole lot. I'm more open to Drew being in the mix. Or any of that. I just don't.
He just doesn't vibe. He just doesn't vibe. And that's a fair reaction as a wrestling fan. Like, it's perfectly viable to say, like, I just don't get this guy. It just doesn't work. Physically speaking, he should he's kind of in that, it's just something about it. Like I said, he's never he's not great on the mic. He's not but he's kind of like a Sheamus 2.0 kind of. Yeah, but he's not even that far off. Like, he's like a, was the jack of all trades but master of none type of deal. That I feel like he's good, okay on the mic. He's not bad. He's good, not bad in the ring. His character is good. It's just kind of I feel you. It just kind of ultimately lays flat.
Yeah. For that reason, it's like
that just is what it is. And some of it is, I think, because of the way that wrestling has tried to kind of move away from entirely pushing the big man, which I think is a good thing. I think Drew is someone, if he'd have been maybe 15 years older,
sure. Mm-hmm.
You know, I think because then he could have been someone, maybe even like 20. Geez, wait, no.
Well,
God, we're getting old.
He could easily have been Kevin Nash.
So what I was saying is like, I was thinking more of kind of someone who could be going up against like a Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Like, so that's even older than like what I was realizing was that it's actually much longer than I like.
Yeah. Yeah. If he was going up against Scott Hall, that was like 30 years ago now.
Well, even Kevin Nash, I mean, or even like where like the Giants, like that later evolution of those really, because to be honest, like those late 90s, early 2000s are really where those really big guys, and he's not even as big as them, but no, it just seems like his style. Well, no, I'd say he's like right around the Scott Hall size.
Here's the thing: he could still do. He's still the same person. Like, he's still, all of his moves, all of his everything about him. I mean, maybe if it was against them, maybe.
So what I'm thinking is like he probably could have been someone that, because of his size and because of his ability to move, he could have been someone that could have been represented as a legitimate threat, especially as a baby face against them. Because of his size and his ring work is impeccable. It's there's no
he's not hurting anybody. He's not getting that. Yeah, but
no, he's more apt to get hurt protecting people than people. That's what happened with him in Andrade. He destroyed his bicep on a match with him. And I think it was one of Andrade's. It was either Andrade's like last matches in NXT or one of his first matches in the WWE main roster, where it was a match with him and Drew McIntyre. Anyway, it was between him and Andrade, and Drew wrecked his bicep. And my understanding around that is that Andrade turned wrong or did something wrong. And then Drew was actually trying to protect Andrade, and probably in a position to himself too, but then ultimately ended up hurting himself in his arm because of it, that then ended up taking him out, which then ended up kind of delaying his thing. But it was, but yeah, it's just I think he was just, he would have been someone that, not so much like, and I think we're being maybe a bit too particular here. I think that he would have been someone, just by the nature of his size and his ability to move, that would have been someone that the organizations around the time of, say, like the NWO, that organizations would have figured out a better way to position them, just because they were still pushing the bigger guys to an extent. Where now it's not quite that way. In a way, it's kind of like they don't even know what to do with the bigger people now. Because I look at Damian Priest, who has no reason not to be in all of the mix, but it's almost like he's too big.
Yeah,
and now it's almost,
he could be Undertaker at this point in this generation. It's like the big man that comes
Yeah.
in, it's yeah.
Like, and it's like they don't know what to do with it. Like Obafemi's coming in, but he's big, but he's not exceptionally tall.
Yeah, and he can
You've
move.
got,
So he's
and he can
moving.
move.
He's
But Damien Priest can run circles around Oba 10 times over, but he's too goddamn tall.
He's tall. Yeah.
Now, and he's 6'6", 6'5", 6'6". He's not even that.
He's not even really that tall.
Really. But now it's anyway. Yeah, Cody's gonna win. Cody's gonna win the damn thing. Like, let's just keep this a buck.
The only one that I think is just as we went through it, AJ Lee versus Becky is the only kind of wild card match, I think.
Sure.
But everything else
is kind of
straightforward. It's gonna be CM Punk, gonna be Rhea Ripley. I think those two are just like foregone conclusion.
The only thing I can see, maybe there might be some weird shenanigans on that women's match. Maybe, but it would have to be. The only thing is that I don't see. It would have to be somebody within the match because of the way it's architected. But
not necessarily. There's been plenty of times that people. It was this last.
I know.
Was it last year? When was it Jade?
Yeah.
That came out, or no? Jade got. No, Jade. It was Jade. Jade came back. That's what it was. Remember? And they had the match, and before the match officially started, Jade walks straight in and beats up Naomi and leaves. And so Naomi was immediately kicked out.
I guess it's more kind of a matter of kind of what I'm hoping to see. Because it's kind of that like, if the Elimination Chamber is truly supposed to be the thing that it is, like, Bischoff invented the Elimination Chamber, and it is one of his best ideas, especially on paper. And the idea is that it is supposed to be this, like, you have these chambers, people are locked in, and it's supposed to be impenetrable. It's supposed to be this, like because he was kind of fed up with the booking around things like Starcade, things like I'm sorry, not war games at Stark. Like, they would have war games where you'd have the cage around two rings, right?
Yeah.
And the idea was it was always supposed to be about the people in the match. That's it. And Hell in a Cell is supposed to be an answer for the cage match, where putting a goddamn top on the cage so that people can't get involved with this shit. You're locked in there with somebody. Nobody can help you, and God help you getting out of that thing alive. Right. And so Elimination Chamber was supposed to be the answer to the shenanigans that ended up coming through. And so where we have shenanigans around the Elimination Chamber, it's like, holy crap, screw it, whatever, fine, done. There's no way to lock anybody in on anything, and it's all just a free-for-all. F it. Because a lot of this stuff is like, whatever happens in the chamber is no DQ. So then if someone can get in, then it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too, like, just trying to, like,
comes
keep
up
into the sanctity of
comes up through the bottom of the match, of the mat, and that's how you get them.
See, even me, like, I don't want to see that. I maybe I'm just too caught up in my old ass ways. I turned 50 last month, people. I'm getting old and cantankerous. All right.
Cantankerous.
Well, tell you I was cantankerous way before then, but now I got an excuse.
Yeah.
Like, I hope I'm still hoping maybe we're more any kind of shenanigans that happen within the chamber is with the individuals in the chamber, right?
Right.
That would be my take. That would be my way of doing it. But again, like to your point, like talking about a clear cut, yeah, the one holding to those paradigms, the one wild card here is Becky versus AJ. Because if you're throwing in any kind of like anybody can maybe get in, the only person I'll accept busting through the Elimination Chamber is the werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Which would
because
make perfect. Yes,
that guy, like, you can't convince me that he can't get.
He could do it.
Anything.
Yes.
No gas, no brakes.
Yep.
But I need to get that on the soundboard. I need to
absolutely.
I need to get Jacob's no gas, no brakes, and on the soundboard. I'm gonna have to work that out here, especially by Mania, because if Fatu isn't in Mania somehow, some way, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna do a one-man riot. It's gonna be the most ridiculous thing. It's just gonna look like me just basically slam dancing against nobody on a random corner on the streets of Las Vegas. But if Fatu's not in Mania, I'm gonna do a one-man riot. Calling it right now, because he's got to be there. He has to be there. I was really hoping that he was gonna be in Chamber, but it actually probably if Cody's gonna win, then it opens up more of an opportunity for it to be a 3-man between Cody, Jacob, and Drew. And I think that is a better match at this time. One can hope. We'll have to see.
That's it. So tomorrow or in a few hours.
Yeah,
tonight,
less than 24 hours from now.
Almost today for you.
We're gonna have the answer.
We're gonna be on here. We're gonna be streaming. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff, so you can see when we pop on as well. If you haven't already.
Yeah, absolutely.
It costs you nothing. Just hit the like button.
Or if anything else, especially if you have some ideas around what you think is going to happen, maybe the gobbledygooker shows up. You never know.
That is true. You never know.
According to Jim Cornette, if you want to get a wrestler over, have him pop out of a box.
And we didn't even talk about what's in the box. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that.
But yeah, let us know who you think's going to win, who you hope is going to win, more than anything else.
And what's in the box.
And what's in the box. And what's in the box. That can get dangerous. But I'm here for it.
Mandy Rose is going to jump out of the box.
At some point in time, also, Ian and I got to have a conversation. It's one thing, like, get outside the wrestling thing. Folks who are just general sports fans too. Ian and I have been talking back and forth a little bit about doing a little thing around the NBA too.
Tanking
in the NBA. I've got
at this point. I will. This has nothing to do with the stream tonight, but I will just say, as a Bulls fan, I don't think we're tanking at this point. We're just bad. We're not. We're just bad. Just bad.
Well, that's where it's kind of
sometimes.
There's
to be fair. That's how you tank. Just be bad. Don't bench people at weird times. That just looks odd. Don't have them on and up. No, just Trade all of your
You know
players
what?
for nothing.
You know what?
And then
I'm gonna
bad.
I'm gonna say this here again, kind of completely off topic to the broader like WWE thing, but there's a potential for a show. Are they tanking or just
Just
bad?
bad. Are they just bad? The Bulls are just bad.
Well, like
They are tanking as well.
You could
But
do
they are
like
just bad.
we could do like we could put together like a whole like a weekly thing.
Tanking or just
Basically, just like, are they tanking or are they just bad? Like
Utah tanking.
sure.
Dallas tanking.
Yeah, borderline, but
Tanking.
yeah. They really probably have not much choice.
Bull,
But yeah.
just bad.
That might be that there could be something there too. It could pull up the whole like PTI graphic thing and like kind of run through the different matchups, and it's like, are they tanking or are they just bad? And then kind of talk about like, well, okay, why are they tanking? Why are they bad? Or again, it's kind of but it's here's the thing is like there's a fine line, because tanking assumes intent. Hey, Golden 653. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you're if you're gonna be watching the Elimination Chamber, I hope you pull us up. We're gonna be doing a live watch along with the Elimination Chamber tomorrow. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. We're always just gonna have some fun just watching the thing, regardless of what happens, because good Lord, trying to predict wrestling is just like, I don't know. People that bet on wrestling, man, is a whole. It's just, they're a special kind of special.
They'll do it.
You know,
they'll do it.
Because whatever you think's gonna happen, good Lord, wrestling will prove you wrong. So many times.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it.
That's it.
You know what? Yeah, this has been fun. This has been great. I really appreciate anyone who's been listening to us ramble about tomorrow's show on an off random.
Yeah, come join us. Let us know what you think.
Tomorrow night during the show, that's the beauty. That's where we can really just hang out, talk about what's going on, and have some fun. And that's the most important thing. So yeah, that is Getting Work. Signing out.
Later, fam.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
It's a trap.
Oh, hell no.
Nope.
Emotional damage.
Dummy. Yeah.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Say his name and he appears.
Give me money.